Hey guys, what's up, everybody? Happy June the 5th, 2025. Thanks again for joining in on my live stream. Looks like we got a few people in the house. Go ahead and say hi, guys, in the chat if you guys are joining in. Let me know who's here tonight. And, again, a random live stream on a Thursday night, guys. Again, I know I had promised in my last live stream that, my live streams would be a little more frequent, and I kind of have not been doing that. So I do apologize to you guys, just because again, this is my YouTube channel. This is like, something that I enjoy doing, but at the same time, I feel like I've kind of hit a small wall, I guess, when it comes to the content creation, and I just feel like the channel isn't doing very well. If you saw my last video, you saw that that I had to delete my YouTube shorts. I got with my buddy Tito. You guys may know him as Aloha Android, Tito Talks Tech, or just Tito, right? Mr. E, whatever. He has so many aliases now. But anyways, there was a thing going on with my channel where, I was getting views, but my monetization was dropping like big time. So I had to kind of just delete all my short videos, because the short videos were causing some of the short videos were doing good, but it was causing my regular content to do bad. So I decided to just do away with the shorts, and make a separate channel for that. And then, here we are. So if you guys keep an eye on the channel, you guys saw that I uploaded a video today. I uploaded a video about the Samsung Galaxy A36, which is my new tester device. Here it is, guys. In all its glory. I know it's kind of hard to see with the digital background there. There you go. You kind of have to like put something up there to kind of focus the phone. But anyways, new tester device. Go check out the unboxing when you guys get the chance. I would really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining in or after, watching the after stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Watch the replay if you can. If you guys can't, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, so again, the video is about the Samsung Galaxy A36. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I got this phone from Metro by T-Mobile, guys. And I got it for $49.99 with a new line. So I believe I ordered it just a couple of days back. Currently on the website, you cannot order it right now, new or with port in, unfortunately. So you might have to go look for this phone at one of your local Metro by T-Mobile dealers. But I did this online just because I don't like going in person. So let's go ahead and just show you guys the plan, or whatever's going on here. There we go. Hold on, let me see if I can fix my little thing here. There we go. All right, I think that looks a little bit better. Should I go back to full screen? Maybe just keep me in the corner. Okay, I guess we'll just do that for now, guys. And again, guys, if you guys are joining in, say hi in the chat. Especially some of you guys that are like OGs on my channel. Say hi. I would really appreciate it. Let me know who's not lurking, who's not. If I can't get any chats within like the first 10 minutes, I'm gonna make this stream really short, and I'm probably just going to end it after talking about it here. So anyways, guys, Samsung Galaxy A36. Again, this is a mid-range device. So unlock this device actually is around the $399 range. So I wouldn't say it's a phone to kind of just look away from or skip. I definitely would consider this phone if I were on a budget and I was looking for like a good mid-range device. If I wasn't looking at a Pixel device or maybe a Motorola device, if you're more catered to Samsung devices, this might be for you. So again, guys, on Metro by T-Mobile, with the new line, again, you do have to pick a Metro Flex plan. So I believe you have the option of choosing, I believe it's like a $60 plan. That's the way I had done it. I need to log into my account because I don't remember going with a $70 plan. But again, it says join Metro Flex Unlimited Plus plan and add a line to your add a line to your existing Metro account. Get a new number and verify your identity. Your Samsung Galaxy A36 will only cost $49.99. So that's how much I spent on it. I think after the plan and taxes, I only spent about $110, maybe a little. For sure, I know it was under $120. So to get a basically almost $400 phone for like a third of the price, guys, I would definitely look into it if you guys are maybe looking to upgrade from an older Samsung model, right? And again, You might want to consider, you know, porting out your number if you guys are on another, I guess I was gonna say dealership. I don't know why I said dealership, but on another network, right? So if you're on Boost or, you know, Visible by Verizon, and you know you're looking for an upgrade and you don't want to spend that much, you know, definitely go with this. Only a caveat with the Metro by T-Mobile is that you do have to be with them for a year before the phone gets to be unlocked. So again, that's really up to the person um, getting it, but it is what it is, right? You know, again, I think for the price, 49.99, again, with again, you know, a new line, a new number, you know, it would be a nice phone to just have as a backup plan. You know what I mean? Or just have a nice backup phone. So for I've been wanting to kind of get into it as far as the YouTube channel goes, but like having a secondary line or a backup phone, even if it's not activated, you know, can save you in a lot of ugly situations, guys, because you know, people do lose their phones, people break their phones, people crack their phones. Um, so to have a backup phone or a backup line, like you guys don't even know, I have maybe like about like 10 phones that are like on my desk right now. I have 2 iPhones and I have like 7 or 8 Android phones sitting around here. Now, of course, you know, respectively, each phone is going to have, you know, either be unlocked or with a specific carrier, right? So, you know, most of them, you know, are for Metro by T-Mobile. I have a few under, um, you know, Visible. So I do have 2 lines under Visible, and then my other 3 lines are literally under Helium Mobile. Anyways, guys, okay, let's go back here. Let's to the phone itself, right? So again, new number 49.99. But again, if you bring your own number or port in, you do get it free. So you do get a discounted price of $3.99. So great deal. Of course, unfortunately, like I said, online the phone is not available. So again, you might have to go to one of your Metro dealers to check that out. Let me go ahead and see if I can share this with Gil Heyman over here just to see what he's up to, I guess. Let's see. Can I go to your videos or your account? I guess. Yeah, visit channel. Here we go. Speaking of Gil Heyman, I think he just messaged me on Twitter. So shout out to Gil Heyman. Shout out to Tito. Shout out to Latrell. Shout out to all the OGs, I guess, on the channel. I really appreciate you guys that stick with me. You know, we are literally a few subscribers away from 16,000 mark, I believe. So definitely appreciate, you know, everyone that shares my videos, likes my videos, etc. like that. So I just want to reiterate that. So again, guys, we might have to go and check out the unboxing video separately, but I will talk a little bit about specs. If you guys want to see the phone more fully in the video, go ahead and check out my channel, guys, and watch the video. It is a little bit lengthy. I feel like my unboxing video should only be about 10 minutes, but most of the time they end up being like 20 minutes. So anyways, guys, let's go to the specs of the phone. So you do have a 6.7 FHD plus display, Super AMOLED, right? To 2340 by 1080, so it's a little bit higher than you know, your 1080 resolution. You do have 3 cameras on the rear, so you do have a 50 megapixel wide, and then you have an 8 megapixel ultra wide and 5 megapixel macro, and then you have a 12 megapixel camera on the front. If you guys are wondering, this phone does shoot in 4K, so oh no, who do we have here? The semi-final boss. That's not good. I laugh at your videos. I'm glad to support. I don't know. I mean, I guess as long as you're supporting, you know, you can laugh all you want. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, anyways, thanks again for coming by, man. I appreciate it. I don't know who this guy is. He's a stranger to me, but semi-final boss, thanks again. Seems like you're a wrestling fan. So if you're a wrestling fan and you like tech, then my channel is for you as well, because I do love wrestling. Hopefully the semi-final boss is doing good though. So anyways, yeah, we are talking about the Samsung A36 semi-final boss. If you can smash the like button on the video, I would really appreciate it as well. And if you want to get Gil Heyman in the chat or in the live stream, let me know. I'll send him a link, I guess, or I'll send him an invite. I'll send him an invite. Can I even do that? Like, can I invite guests still over here? Let's see. Let's see. Do I have a Twitter account still? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Do I have? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, I sent Gil Heyman a link just in case he decides he wants to join in. But anyways, going back to specs over here, guys. Again, you do have a 5,000 milliamp battery on the phone. It says awesome price and value, Super AMOLED display. You have Snap Studio quality selfies in a Snap. Long-lasting battery, so it doesn't say there, but it is 5,000 milliamp. 5G connectivity, obviously. According to another website, I believe it is a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor. Hold on, let me restart the phone, I guess. Restart now, I guess. The phone needs to be restarted. It does have 45-watt fast charging, although the phone does not come with a brick, by the way, so you just get the wire, so you do need to order a 45-watt or higher charger for that, which again, it's not too bad. It is IP67 rated, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. I do not see anything about this phone being having any type of wireless charging, I guess, but that's the caveat, unfortunately, with this device. So just a heads up for those people that are maybe possibly considering getting this, if it does not have wireless charging, that's one. And the second would be it does not have any. Here we go, let's get this going over here. I know you guys want to see my pretty face. So no wireless charging, guys, and this phone does not have expandable memory. So that's I found it very odd. And if you watch the unboxing video, you saw it in my video. I was kind of shocked when I saw that there was no wireless. Wireless charging, okay, but the fact that this phone did not have any expandable memory, because not all of the Samsung phones that I had in the past, they all had it. They all had the capability to add an SD card. So again, if you guys like using this for a lot of pictures and filming, then this device might not be for you. Now, of course, there is cloud storage, right? You do have Google Drive. I'm sure Samsung has its own version of Google Drive, Samsung, or you have other ways of getting and saving media. So it's not just like you have to save it, on your device, right? I wish the A36 was that bluish twilight color. Yeah, that would be nice. There is a purplish color, I think. You can get it unlocked through Amazon. You can get the device unlocked through Amazon for, I believe, $350 some right now, and there is like a purplish color. So the one available on Metro by T-Mobile, you only get the black version, basically. So Semi-Final Boss says expandable memory isn't necessary in 2025, but I disagree. I think that people really still deserve that option. Like I said, even though you do have other ways or other means of saving your videos, your photos, your files. I always like to have like a physical backup just in case again the cloud or something gets disrupted, because again, you never know, the grid or whatever might disappear one day. And we might not have that option, right? All those photos and videos might be gone. Saying Samsung and OneDrive collab for their cloud. Okay. I was gonna say, who even uses OneDrive though? That's like a Windows-based thing, but I get it, I guess. But really not too much more to talk about as far as specs goes. I mean, again, the screen on this device is 100. Can I play this video? Let's see. Let's mute it. Let's just. Awesome. Look at the kitty. I'm gonna lower the volume just because I don't want to get copyrighted here. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's a very nice looking device. It's big screen. I think the fingerprint sensor, it does have an in-screen fingerprint sensor, and it does have face unlock. I don't have the face unlock. Okay, check this out, by the way. So again, this is something I did not know. So obviously IP rating, but this is something I guess I would like to get into, right? So you get 6 OS upgrades, security upgrades. So okay, I don't know if they mean like 6 OS upgrades, like you're gonna get up to like Android 20 or whatever on this. I doubt it, but I think you'll probably get at least like well, I guess 6 upgrades would be about 6 or 7 years of upgrades. So yeah, I guess if you could, if Android makes a new version every single year, then yeah, you're gonna get that. Um, I am thinking of getting a 2 TB flash drive and moving all my media to it just in case. Yeah, it's always good to have like an external drive, and files, photos, whatever, save it. I have a few external SSDs where I still keep some of my media on just in case, right? Just in case especially important files, not just pictures and videos, but like important files over the years, family stuff, pictures, movies, etc., like that. So I think this is interesting though that Samsung is giving you at least six software updates with this, plus the security update. So that's good. A digital wallet, obviously. I don't. This is not a new concept, right? Samsung Wallet or Android Wallet, whatever you want to call it, and Apple Wallet, where you can, connect plane tickets to, movie passes, etc., like that. It lets you, add your credit or debit cards to it. So again, just in case, you forget, your money or whatever, you have your credit card or debit card tied to your phone. So I think that's always a good thing. Let's see what else. I definitely use Apple Wallet a lot. Awesome price. So yeah, T-Mobile. Okay. So yeah, I mean, nice little video by T-Mobile. So yeah, I think, for the price though, I've seen phones in the price range. I hate to say it, right? Let's see if can I make the picture bigger on this? It's the only reason why I don't like the Metro website is you cannot make, it's very plain and you cannot make the pictures bigger. But anyways, the only thing that I really can complain about is the wireless charging, basically, because I've had phones that were like less expensive in the price range or in or around that price range, especially Motorola devices that give you wireless charging, like last year's Motorola Stylus 2024, right? I haven't gotten my hands on the new Motorola G Stylus 2025, but hopefully if they ever go down in price, I will. Let's go ahead and check that out because I really don't know if they even have it on their website yet. There's a few other deals, obviously, right now. You can get the iPhone 13 free with port-in. You can get an iPhone 14 as well. Samsung Galaxy A16, which it was a decent device. I would skip on that and I would go for the A36 rather than the A16. Although the A16 did have expandable memory, so you guys might be seeing me order this phone if the price is right. So again, right now with a new line, you can get the Motorola G Stylus 2024 for $79.99. I need that to go down, or I need it to be free. I need it to be free, basically. So, but yeah, this phone I'm also considering getting. But last year's Motorola G Stylus was a very good device. I believe that they polished it from the prior year. My only caveat with the Motorola Stylus from last year, guys, is that last year's Motorola Stylus had the previous chipset from the prior year. So you were still running the same processor from the prior year. I think it was a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor. The only difference is that they bumped it up from 6 gigabytes of RAM to 8 gigs, which you could tell that there was a notable difference in usability as far as that goes. But other than that, they did upgrade the screen. So and it did have wireless charging. So wireless charging, like I said, on a phone that was literally around the same price as this device, and it has a headphone jack. So the Samsung A36, guys, does not have a headphone jack. That's something I failed to mention in my unboxing. But no headphone jack, no expandable memory, and again, there is no. And I might make like a YouTube short video about it or whatever. Maybe I'll make another video on it. But I mean, it's a nice device, right? You have 120 hertz refresh rate, etc., like that. So I guess I can't complain too hard. Let's take a look at the specs really quick on the Motorola G Stylus 2024. So you do have a 6.7-inch screen, but it looks like you don't get a 10. Maybe you do. Yeah, you get a little bit higher than 1080 screen. So it's a P-OLED screen, 2712 by 1220. You do have a 50 megapixel Sony Leica camera with optical image stabilization, so there's that. You do have a vegan leather finish on the back, so same material as last year. It does have 168 or 128 gigs of RAM, and it says RAM boost. So RAM boost is basically some sort of like it's like a thing where plug in a memory card and it could, like, I guess, get more RAM based off of the card that you have. Which, not horrible, but let's take a look. So this one does have 8 gigs of internal 8 gigs of RAM. This one does have 1 terabyte of expandable memory, so that kudos to Motorola for doing that. Hey, we got Rhythm and Art. Hey Rhythm, thanks again for joining in. I saw you, I thought you would still be live, but sorry, we're going over, you know, some tech, some inexpensive tech over here. If you're into Android devices, right? I know you rocking an iPhone. I think you're rocking an iPhone 12, if I remember correctly. But anyways, I'm going over specs on some of the devices that you can get on Metro by T-Mobile. Thanks for joining in. If you can smash that like button, we are live on YouTube, and I did post an unboxing video on this channel earlier. So if you haven't checked that out, it's about a 20-minute video, maybe before you go to sleep tonight or tomorrow, whenever you get the chance. If you can take a look at that video and smash the like button, you know what I mean? I like to go over these budget phones, because some of these budget phones I actually used to go live, like on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever. Even Twitch, I've used some of these devices to go live on Twitch, rather than, you know, connecting a computer, you know, to, you know, my PS5 or whatever, or to, you know, the game that I'm playing. Sometimes I'll just play directly from my phone. I don't even care. Like, anyways, so yeah, guys, Motorola G Stylus 2025, also honestly pretty good, honestly. It's basically spec'd out almost the same as the Samsung A36. Again, you know, you do get your bang for your buck on this device also. The only thing I really don't care for is the triple camera setup. A bump on this device, I think it looks a little, I think they can make it look a little bit nicer, or not as bulky and big. Like, I feel I'm like a minimalistic when it comes to like their phones, even though, like, yes, I have an iPhone 13 Pro. This is my main, right? You know, you can see my case is minimalistic. Like, you know, it's a matte case. You know, you really can't tell. You know, if I didn't have a case on it, you know, you probably wouldn't be able to tell which version of the iPhone I had, just because it has that 3-camera setup. Anyways, you know, again, semi-final boss, I'm thinking of getting a 2 terabyte. Okay, I already read that. Semi-final boss, you gotta say something, because if not, I'm gonna just be upset. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the video here, guys. Again, so yeah, Motorola Stylus 2025. Nice. That's again a nice backup phone for anyone if they would like to have a backup phone, carry one around. See, Galaxy A15. You can still get last year's version of the Motorola Stylus on the Metro My T-Mobile website, according to this, for $0 down with promotion. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a new number, or with port-in. So let's take a look. Oh, never mind. They are only doing a port-in right now with that. So I was wrong. My bad. My bad. So anyways, that's still a good device. If you guys can get your hands on one, and it doesn't have to be new, it's still a good device. And excuse me, I am burping up the enchiladas and onions I ate earlier. But yeah, right now, in my opinion, the deal on this website would probably be that. Let's take a look at the Motorola Edge, because I did have the Motorola Edge. I kind of regret getting rid of this device, because it was actually a very good device, Motorola Edge 2024. Definitely regret getting it. You can still get this device with port-in or with a new line for only $50, guys. So if you can get your hands on the Motorola Edge 2024, I feel like I don't know why, I feel like they're probably phasing out the Motorola Edge series, because like that used to be. Hey, who is this in the house? We got Latrizzle in the house, Mr. Hyundai Elantra. What's going on, man? Thanks again for joining in, Latrell. Yes, I am live. I did get a new phone, the Samsung Galaxy A36. Samsung boy over here. Who knew? Who would have thought, right? So if you haven't checked out that video, man, please check it out a little bit later. Smash the like button for me, man. Leave a comment in the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Latrell, so I kind of had to do like a reset, like on my channel, just like you did. I don't know if you're aware, but you know, if your channel has regular YouTube videos and YouTube Shorts in the same channel, the YouTube Short algorithm kind of messes up your regular video consumption from viewers. So, you know, this is something I learned from Tito, and basically, I deleted all my short videos from the channel, and that's because I had one that was doing relatively well. So I can't complain too hard on that, but at the same time, you know, I had to kind of make the decision that I'm only going to make long form content on this channel, and that's why I made the other channel called B-Tech Shorts. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my other channel, B-Tech Shorts, check it out. I would really appreciate that. Also, I have like 7 subscribers on there. But that's okay though. I mean, that's not something I plan to build up anytime soon. Hey, we got Tech for Your Needs in the house. Thanks again for joining in, Tech for Your Needs, man. Thanks again, man. It's been a while. So Semifinal Boss says, my Motorola Edge 2024 unlocked recently, fully unlocked, sold it to Spectrum Mobile, to a Spectrum Mobile customer. Well, hey, nothing wrong with that. Again, that was a phone that I really liked. I liked it a little bit more than the Motorola G Stylus from last year, just because it does have a higher chipset, and you did get more memory. So you get 256 gigs of internal storage, right? And the Snapdragon a 7 Gen 2 processor. So honestly, that was a pretty good spec'd out. In my opinion, it was a good spec'd out device. The only thing I really didn't like about it was the actual Edge screen itself, right? That's not something, but I mean, it, you know, it's more of a gimmick anyway. So Latrell says, I saw it. I ain't watched it yet, but been so busy working on the cars and my own channel, I ain't been watching YouTube. Hey, man, that's okay, dude. I mean, I'm really waiting for that next video to pop out, or maybe I missed it. I don't know, because it hasn't popped up for me on my my YouTube, my For You page, I guess, on YouTube. But if you've posted any new updates on the Elantra, let me know so I can go check them out, man, because I really do want to watch that. I really do want to watch the video. I did see your, I don't remember if it was your Facebook or Instagram post, but I did see your post that you did redo like the brakes and the rotors. So if you made a video on that, I'd be super stoked to watch that, man. So let me know. You know, again, I don't know if you've messed with any of the newer Samsung devices, man. I know you're still rocking the original Samsung Fold. I remember seeing a post about that. So ooh, let's check this out. Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. Yeah. So the Samsung S24 FE from Metro by T-Mobile is $199 with a new number, which I really is not that bad because that's basically a flagship device. Or if you want to bring a new number, it's $99.99, which is I'm sorry, bring your number $99.99. New number is $199. Excuse me. Latrell says nothing yet. I did my own brakes and rotors for the first time on both cars. Just did my rear brakes and rotors on my Kia. Oh, interesting. I was gonna say, how many miles did your Kia have? Because that was like a relatively newer car, wasn't it? Unless you bought another junker. If you bought another junker, I didn't know about it, so I do apologize. But interesting. And you know, I don't think I've ever done my own brakes on my car. I've done like spark plugs. I've helped with brakes, you know what I mean? Like I think I would help my dad work on some of the vehicles back in the day, and I would help him like work on some of the brakes, and I would like, I mean, I know how to remove a tire and like, you know, all of that junk. But you recorded a video on the old G Fold, man. I can't believe you still have that. If you're still rocking that original phone, that's like what, 5 years old already, I think. I mean, that's what, 2020. And we're already like what, 6 generations into the Samsung Galaxy Fold. So shout out to you for that, man. The TV on in the background. Shout out to you. I gotta check out your channel, man. Really, again, thanks again for joining in on the chat, man. Samsung S24 FE, again, $199. Not a horrible deal. I mean, you're looking to spend upward of $300 just to get that device with a new number, but without a new number, it is just the price what it is. So let's see, nothing really crazy on Metro by T-Mobile website. Again, you can get phones like the Motorola G 2024, which no one really wants that phone. You know, you still have your iPhone 15 and 16s on here, all your iPhones basically, but a lot of those are they are out of people's price range. So that's why I believe that, like, you know, a lot of these carriers like, you know, Total Wireless and Metro by T-Mobile, Boost Mobile. They are offering the iPhone 13 for like 100, like less than 150 bucks usually with their lines. So let's see. I'm missing some of the chats here. I be racing in the Kia, so the front needed to get replaced early. The 2.0 turbo is fun. Just didn't need to do the back, but I did it anyways. Yeah, when you're doing brakes, it's always good to do the brakes all the way around. But yeah, Kias and a lot of the Hyundais do have this, share the same engine. It's a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which produces about like 190 some horsepower, I guess. I think the torque might be around the same, like 190 foot of torque, or pound foot of torque. My Sentra, man, I didn't get to tell you, man. Rhythm and Art says no one really wants that phone. Which phone are you talking about, Rhythm and Art? But I forgot to tell Latrell about my Sentra, man. So like about a month back, man, we got hit by like a nasty rainstorm. Like a system that just passed through, and I got hail damage on my car, man. It's not super bad, but there's a few dings on the hood that you can probably see. If you were looking for it, you would catch it right away. So, okay, yours is 245 horsepower. Okay, yeah, usually I would say, okay, maybe I was wrong about the horsepower. Let's take a look at the Flip, the Razor 2024. I think maybe Rhythm and Art was talking about the Samsung S24. I don't think she's a Samsung gal, that's for sure. Let's check this one out. It looks like you can get yourself a Razor 2024 for $99 with a new number, or $99 bring your number. So that's not really a sell for people that are just wanting to port in and get this device. I wasn't huge on the Motorola Razr 2023. I had that device, and it's a cool gimmicky phone, but I'm just not used to flip phones anymore. If I was gonna get a few flip phones, and I would just get like an older style flip phone and just like try to just get used to the T9 keyboard again, rather than something that I'm still able to text on. Rhythm and Art says you were scrolling and said no one want. Okay, I got you. Latrell says, "Damn, on your brand new car, did you do an insurance claim?" So no, I took it to a place that works on it. They did my tint, and they also work with like the dealership that I bought the car from, and they quoted me $350 to fix it. Which I think that's still a little too much, but it's actually less. It's lesser than what I would have to pay for my deductible on my car. So I'm just going to wait on it a while. I have to get my wisdom teeth removed, unfortunately. I don't know if that's something you guys I talked about on my last stream, but I do have to get my wisdom teeth pulled at some point within the next 6 months to a year, hopefully before the year ends. I got a tooth pulled about a month ago also, and I'm still kind of like recovering from that. I still have like an open socket there that just kind of weird, but anyways, yeah. So luckily I know a guy that works at that car shop that knows the person that does the hail repair, and he told me that I can get it done like if I just take it to him a lot cheaper. But the thing is, I would have to go drop my car off at his house, and his house is like 2 cities away, which is probably about like a 30-minute drive for me. And I don't know if I trust the guy, even though my buddy says that like he, that's like his compadre and that he trusts him, So I definitely would rather spend $150 rather than $350 to get the repair on my hail damage, just because. Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight, guys? Thanks again for joining in. We're 35 minutes in. I don't really know how long I plan to stream. Let's see how much the chat can go, I guess, tonight, but we'll see how it goes. For the most part, again, guys, I've been doing pretty good. I went to visit my family in, well, I'm not going to say where, obviously, but if you guys know me or talk to me, you guys know where I visited, where my family lives. Somewhere in North Texas, right? and that was fun. I got to meet some new people also. For those of you who that are here, you know who you are. If not, it's all good, no worries. But anyways, had fun on that little trip. My family is gonna come down next month, I believe, or I'm sorry, at the end of this month. So we are gonna have like a little beach trip also, and I'm gonna probably be out for about 3 or 4 days also at the island that I live near. It's called South Padre Island. So maybe I'll take one of the devices. I'll probably take maybe the Samsung A16 with me and get some footage out there just to kind of show you guys. It does shoot in 4K, by the way. So I do need to download some of the editing apps like Power Director or YouTube Create, and I need to just kind of mess around with the device. I need to try to get a case for it also. I already reached out to Poetic, and I did reach out to not just Poetic, but what's that other brand of cases? Tudia, because they've sent me some cases in the past. So anyways, hopefully everyone's doing okay tonight. Rhythm, how was your stream? I know you were doing a live stream earlier. I guess you finished a little early tonight. I guess you were tired. Latrell, man, it's pretty cool that you're suddenly like all like a car YouTuber now, man. I haven't really posted any videos on my car. I should maybe make an update video though on the hell damage. I did drive my car for that last trip, so I already have over 3,000 miles on my new car. I have like 3,500 miles on it already, and I bought the car back in like late February, or maybe it was like early March. I think it was actually early February when I bought my car, or I traded my car in. So but anyways, for those of you who don't know, last year I had bought in a little Nissan Versa, 2024 Nissan Versa SR. And then earlier this year, I traded it for a Sentra SR, which I was kind of reluctant because like my there was really nothing wrong with my little car. Like I really enjoyed driving it. Like it got good gas mileage, very nice little car to drive on the highway. Like I never really had any issues with it driving it from point A to point B. The only thing I really didn't like about it was that it didn't have it had very low power. It was like, if you guys are not familiar with like a Nissan Versa or Nissan Kicks, they share the same powertrain. So the engine in those cars, those engines are like 1.6 liter engines, and they produce about 110 horsepower and even less torque. I think you get like maybe like 100 pound-foot of torque. So very small engine, of course, very economical, very nice little car. If yes, but I wanted something a little more sporty looking and something. This newer car does have a better sound system. Obviously, a little bit faster. I think the Sentra is about 40 horsepower faster. It's around 150 horsepower. So I do enjoy driving it. When I'm punching it, and when it picks up a little faster, I do enjoy driving it. So, Latrell's like 3,500 is crazy. You're gonna be 10K before you know it. Yes. So the way I drive it, I mean, you already know, man. I do gig work in the car, so I'm constantly driving, man. I commute about 14 miles to work, going and coming a day. That's 5 days a week, and that doesn't include the driving I do with my Spark deliveries, man. You're saying, to put it simply, the engine is shit. You might as well be pedal biking it, right? I mean, it wasn't that bad of a little car. If you're referring to the Versa, I mean, I did like driving it, but like you really had to like punch it like in order for the car to pick up any speed. And when you did, like it sounded like the engine wanted to explode a little bit. So, you really didn't get any sound from like the muffler exhaust. The only thing I kind of really don't like about the Nissan engines, and I know they're maybe doing away with this in like the newer model years, is that they have the CVT engines, right? So if you guys don't know what a CVT is, it means continual various timing or whatever. So basically, it's just like one gear. It's all it is. It's one gear that can go from a low to high speed. But obviously, it does save gas. It's not like your traditional 6-speed automatic or 8-speed. Some of the newer cars have like 10-speed auto transmission engines. So. Latrell says, get a beater, bro, not your main car. I tried to get a beater as soon as possible after I got my car from the accident. I did. The engine was on the knees begging for mercy when I floored it. Hey, but that Hyundai that you got, man, that's even though it's a beater, man, like the engines on those, they're actually kind of semi-fast, man, honestly. Um, yeah, man, like CVT engines, I mean, you had a Nissan, so I'm sure you know what's up. But yeah, the CVT engines, you know, they're just not there. I think if I end up trading in my car within the next couple of years, which most likely I probably will trade it in. You know, I do like the Sentra SR, but you know, I do want something with a little more power and torque. I'm probably gonna get like a small like SUV. I want to get like a Trailblazer RS maybe. If I can get my hands on like a used or maybe one of them maybe like 10,000 miles that's like certified pre-owned or something like that. I want to get myself like a little Trailblazer or even a Blazer, just depends, but something that's a little bit bigger, something that's higher. Because like you know, if you've driven a Sentra or a Versa, the car is very low to the ground. So I hate having to like get in the car, like you know, because I not that I'm tall or anything like that, but like you know, I'm not short either. So like getting in and out of the car can sometimes be like very taskful, and it's you know it'll mess up my lower back. As far as a beater car, man, right now, financially, I can't right now. And right now, we have like 5 cars in my driveway. We're outside my house. My dad has 3 cars, guys. I only have 1 car. So when I bought that car, I sold my Toyota 4Runner to my dad. You know, because initially my dad had put the money down for the 4Runner, and I had paid him back for it. But you know, when I told him, hey, I'm gonna get a new car, like I'm probably gonna sell my car. He told me not to sell it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sell it, but I was like, give me money for it, and then I'll give you the title for it. You know what I mean? So we still have the Toyota 4Runner. My dad rarely uses it though; it's just kind of sitting there. He uses it maybe like once a week to go buy some beer or whatever. Um, Well, I know Nissan. I know you're talking about the CVT engine still. I know they are going back to automatic transmissions in some of their newer models. I know the trucks have automatic transmissions. I believe. I'm not sure if the Maxima does. But anyways, yeah, my dad has 3 cars. My dad has 2 SUVs and a small like gas saver. My dad drives the Nissan Cube, by the way. So I've been wanting to make a video like on that little car, but my dad like has it so messy. Like he has the back seat and shit like messy. So I don't know if I would ever want to make a video on it. But anyways, it's like a 2009 model Nissan. But actually, that little Nissan Kicks is, or not Nissan Kicks, Nissan Cube is actually faster than my Sentra. So. Take a look. Sorry, guys. I'm getting like notifications to my phone. All right. They discontinued the Maxima. Yeah, I believe they're discontinuing the Ultima also, if I'm not correct on that. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, I guess they just don't really have a need for like a luxury car. I mean, I guess that would be like their top trim car. I mean, kind of like similar to like the Toyota Avalon. Like they're just really isn't. They're gonna do away with the Nissan Versa also, I believe. So I'm sorry, I hate Cube drivers just like I hate Kia Soul drivers. I believe you, man. They're not the prettiest looking vehicles, honestly. But like my dad's little Nissan Cube, it's actually like very like actually a comfortable ride. They're the ugliest cars on the road, but they're actually comfortable rides. So you never know, man. Maybe if I ever buy a beater, I'm gonna buy like a Kia Soul because they're cheap. You can get like a used one for like $3,000. The one car I do want to get that's used, if I can get my hand like on a beater, is probably like a Toyota Matrix. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They don't make them anymore, but like they are like it's kind of like a hatchback style station wagon car. Some of them actually look really nice. Or if I can get my hands like on an older Scion, I wouldn't mind like a Scion XA or an XD or even an XB, honestly. There is a lot of Altimas on the road. I know about, yeah, that's for sure. I'm not a big fan of the Altimas though. I think they're fucking ugly, dude. Honestly, they're not a very attractive looking car. I think the only attractive version of the Altima is like the SR version. the SV and the S models of those are just like ugly. They look too long. I don't know. I mean, they're probably a little bit more power than mine, but it is what it is. So let's see, Michael C in the house. What's going on, Mike? Man, I hope you'll be see some better deals for the Moto G Stylus 2025 soon. 64-watt charger in the box, at least in the US. SD card slot. Yeah, so I was going over that just a little while ago. You can get it from Metro by T-Mobile for like $100, I think, or let me double check. Hold on. The Moto Stylus 2025. Let's go. So that, yeah, right now it is 79 with a new number on Metro by T-Mobile. So that's actually a really good deal, honestly. If you port in your number, it's 29 bucks. So, and again, it's running much newer chipset finally. I think they finally upgraded the chipset from the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 to a 6 Gen 3. Let me double check. No, this one's actually, yeah, a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor. So it is running a better platform than the last two prior generations. Yeah, if I can get like a Toyota or Scion, that would be nice. Even an older Corolla, like, you know, not the new Corollas, but like the ones from like 2010. I wouldn't mind getting one of those model Corollas just because, you know, they're beaters, but, you know, they're going to save you on gas. You're convinced that Ultima come out with the factory coming out. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, so on the Motorola Stylus 2023 and 2024, they were using a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor, and the new one is rocking a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. Now, of course, I would probably still go for the Motorola Edge. You know, that's just me though. Oh, that's good. I wish it was a Verizon-based MVNO because they unlock after 60 days. Well, you might be able to get something off Total Wireless. Let me see. Total Wireless. Let me get on TotalWireless.com really quick. They might, or they have the Razr. Get a free Motorola Razr with 5G. Okay. Save 50% off Metro. And let's see. Sorry, I don't have it popped up here, but let me see if they have. So right now from Total by Verizon, you can actually get a Motorola Razr 2025 for free. Wow. You can get the Samsung A36 for free also. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Motorola Razr 2024. You have to pay for last year's version. They're like, fuck you, you've got to pay. Let's see. Trying to see if they have the Motorola, the new Motorola, but I'm not seeing it. I see the Motorola Stylus 5G 2024. That's a free device, but I am not seeing the new Motorola Stylus 2025. Fortunately, it'll probably still be a while. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, it is on their website, but I believe it's sold out. So it looks like it's sold out, at least on my end. But I guess you can get it, but it's $199. So $199, guys. It's pricey from Total by Verizon. So if you want to get it from Total by Verizon and have it on their carrier for a couple months, then you can do that. That's all good. Hold on 1 second. My dog is getting up early. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, keep walking the road. All right, sorry about that, guys. My dogs are all creeping up outside my door right now. I have like 3 dogs that are at my bedroom door right now, so they're all just chilling. Hey, what's up? We got Andy Logan in the house. Thanks again for joining in, man. We are just going over some Metro by T-Mobile deals, man. Right now, earlier I was talking about the Samsung A36 5G. You can get it for $50 with a new number on Metro by T-Mobile, although Total by Verizon has it for free right now. So I need to look at that. But I'm sure you have to port your own number. They're saying this device is $279 regular price. We got dogs barking. So yeah, if you bring your number on Total by Verizon, you do pay $0 down. But if not, you're paying the full price at $279. So that's not a horrible price. But thanks again for joining in, Andy. Again, you're coming in probably towards the end of the stream because I am probably gonna get off in a like maybe like 5-10 minutes because I gotta hit the showers because I do gotta work at 6 in the morning tomorrow. And if you guys know where I live, I'm based in Texas. We are in Central Time. It's already 11 o'clock my time. So behave. No one's protecting any bones, anyways, guys. But how's everyone doing? Latrell, Mike, I hope you guys are doing good. Andy, it's been a minute, man. Again, I was apologizing at the beginning of the stream saying, like, hey, I remember on my last stream, I was promising you guys that I was going to try to live stream at least once a week, and it just hasn't happened. I was just really busy with work. I was out of town about a couple weeks back for my nephew's graduation. I have two of my nephews graduated high school. So I was out of town for a good 5 days. So I was out doing that. Um, I just really haven't been messing around with too much new tech. I mean, New Mobile sent me the new Mobile N30, or the N20, which is this device right here, which I still haven't really done any videos on like the camera or anything like that. So I still need to work on doing something with that. I do want to get some video and some shots with the camera just to kind of let you guys know, hey, this is a $120 phone. This is what the phone can do as far as video goes. So I want you guys to kind of see what that phone has to offer. It is unlocked, by the way, but I only have Metro by T-Mobile running on it right now. So, but yeah, I just kind of feel bad because I say like, hey, I'm gonna do something, and then I just ended up kind of brushing it off. But at the beginning of the stream, I did say that I was kind of like a, I guess like a non-creative phase of that I'm going through. I guess I just haven't had any will, or I haven't wanted to make any new videos on the channel. Like there's been days where I'm like, yes, I want to sit down and make a new video, and then I just changed my mind and I just decided to watch TV or something. I don't know if I'm like, I'll be honest with you guys, like it's men's mental health awareness month. I don't know if I'm just kind of like going through it right now. I'm if I'm just mentally tired to just want to do anything, right? And most of the days when I'm working, I'm just kind of like on autopilot. So I'm trying to just kind of reset the brain and try to not force myself to do things when I don't want to do them, if that makes any sense. Just because, like I said, like I don't want to burn myself out, making videos all the time. And yes, I do make money off YouTube, but at the same time, like I don't want to force myself to make videos if I don't have any like will to make the videos. You know what I mean? Like, the video I posted today about the Samsung A36, guys, I posted that I've had that phone for 3 days. It's been sitting on my desk. I got that phone like on Monday. It was mailed to me on Monday. I had ordered it like last week on Friday or Saturday. I got it within a few days. Literally got the phone on Monday, and it was sitting on my desk. And every day I went to work, I came home, I was looking at the box. I just did not want to touch the box. I was just like, okay, maybe I'll wait till my day off. And today, even in the morning, like I had to like kind of force myself to open the box because I guess I just didn't have any drive to pull the phone out, man, and to kind of talk about it. Because really, like, even though I feel like content creating for tech items is kind of dead nowadays, like especially like the type of videos I would make when I first started the channel, they just don't do as good as they used to back in the day. I'll be lucky if the video gets 1,000 views now. If a video does more than 1,000 views, I'm happy. But just the way the YouTube algorithm works nowadays, it's kind of stupid. And yes, this is also another reason. So Latrell says, I've been wanting to buy new phones, but I haven't really had the bread to. It's understandable, man. We are in a very tough economy right now. It doesn't matter who the president is. Currently, I know we can talk about political stuff all day, but the economy is tough right now. It has not been easy to just go out and spend money and do things, right? You know what I mean? Like I just haven't. Also, like I haven't wanted, besides not wanting to do stuff like that, right? To make the videos, the money is not there to go out and buy stuff, right? And make videos for you guys, right? So again, you know, as a low budget content creator, you know, sometimes people will send stuff to me to work to do videos on, but also, you know, you know, they don't. So we have to put money out of our own pockets. And yes, even though I do earn revenue from YouTube, the money goes to bills. You know, the money that I make from YouTube actually goes to my car. You know what I mean? And it's dropped significantly since last year. So that's why I'm kind of trying to motivate myself to start making more videos on the channel, because like I really don't have, it's not so much that I want to now, but it's more like I need to, because I need more of a passive income to come through. Um, let's see. Latrell said, I just did a video on going to 4 different dollar stores buying weird and cheap tech. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I think I need to go watch it. I think I was out of town when you posted it. 2019 was a lot easier than COVID came and shit hit the fan. Well, 2019 was good, but also COVID also, like, I was getting the most views on my channel in 2020, man. Like that's when everyone was home watching YouTube videos. Also last year was a very good year for me financially on YouTube. Like that was one of my better years. But then towards the end of the year, again, that's when the you know, the revenue and the money just started dropping. And again, like I don't know what's going on with my CPM and my RPM. You know, it goes up and it goes down, it drops. You know, so you know, I don't know exactly what's going on with that. But I know some tech creators, they do very well. You know, so, I mean, so again, like I just need to get back on a consistent posting schedule and go from there. But anyways, okay, I remember you posting something about that though. I think it was maybe on Twitter or X. Uh, I know there's a lot of tech that you can buy at the dollar stores. That's for sure. They even sell like some budget phones that you can get at the dollar store. I know you can get like, you know, straight talk phones or like Cricket phones, or even I think Verizon phones at Dollar Generals and stuff like that. I actually have a total wireless phone that I bought from Target that was on clearance for like 20 bucks that I still haven't unboxed. So that just tells you guys that there really has been no motivation for me to open or unbox anything, because I've literally had a phone sitting there for like 2 months that I paid like 20 bucks for, that again, it's just been sitting there and I haven't done an unboxing on it. So, you know, there's that. So anyways, guys, you know, hopefully, you know, my mentality can change, because again, like, you know, aside from work and my gig work, you know, I've just been trying to relax myself mentally and physically as I can. You know what I mean? Just because, again, it's been tough. It has been tough for me this year. I don't know why. I feel like I started the year strong, and I just haven't mentally. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not been 100% there mentally. Um, I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed. I don't know what's going on over here. I mean, I think at times I'm a very high functioning depressed person, if that makes any sense. But that does exist. But there, you know, when there's no motivation for me to do anything, I don't even want to like play video games. I just want to sit down and do nothing most of the time. I mean, yes, I'll be on my phone, you know, watching, you know, TikTok videos. Shout out to RNA if she's still here. You know, I definitely enjoy watching some live streamers on TikTok and on YouTube, right? Obviously, Tito, man, shout out to you. You know, Latrell, I don't really think you've been doing your live streams lately, so, but I remember when you would do them. So, and yeah, this year has just kind of flown by. Hey, we got Krish in the house. What's up, Krish? This year has flew by. Like, we just hit 2025, man, honestly. But anyways, like I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. No pun intended for those of you who got that. I'm trying to get back in the groove. Oh, my jokes are so stupid. But yeah, I do feel like time is just kind of passing. And I don't know. I just feel that I don't know what I feel anymore, honestly. I don't know what I feel anymore. Anyways, haven't been thinking about it soon. I hope you're doing good, Latrell, man. I know you got like some stuff going on. You got your girlfriend, you got the cars and stuff like that. So I really, respect. I mean, I know we're all going through our stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I have my friends that I talk to on social media. Um, People like you, Latrell, people like Rhythm over here, and a few of the people that follow me here on my channel. I really appreciate you guys that come in and socialize with me. I guess because I don't go out. I don't go out and to socialize really. I really just work honestly, and if I do socialize, it's mostly with like family members, and I do have a few friends that I might get lunch with every now and then. Um, but even when I'm doing it, like I don't feel like I'm fully there. If that makes any sense. Like I feel like I'm watching myself. If that I don't even know how to say it, right? It's just kind of weird. But now that I'm getting into it, might as well freaking talk about it, I guess, before I get out or before I get off, because I do got to hit the shower soon. Latrell says, me and my girl been talking about this. We look up and be there like house. It already been an hour. Like it's been 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, time is flying. I'll give you that. Like today was my day off, and actually, today, usually on my days off, the time actually goes by really fast. But today, I don't know why. I feel like the time actually kind of went by pretty steady or moderately. Like I did a few Walmart deliveries. I washed my car. I was able to sit down and watch. I watched Tito's podcast earlier. Um, Rhythm. I don't know if you get what I mean by autopilot. But it's just a way of saying that you're doing the work and you're functioning, but you're not mentally there, if that makes any sense. Like you're not 100% in it. You're not there mentally, as far as like you know what you're doing because you do it all the time. You're there every day. It's like going to a job that you do every day, and that you just you do your thing and then you leave, and that's it. It's autopilot for me. Like I don't feel fully there sometimes. I do have a few coworkers that are a little closer to my age, so I feel like they get it more than some of the younger crew at my retail establishment. But I've been with this company that I've worked for 20 years already. In November, I'll be with them for 20 years. So, I don't know if I'm just really bored at my job now, because I've been doing the same job. I've been in the same department for the past 7 years, but like company overall, it's just, no matter what you do in that company, you're still like doing something that's just repetitive all the time, right? So, okay. Yeah, I understood what you were trying to say, but I was saying you feel like you're on autopilot. Yes, so yes, I do feel like I'm on autopilot, and even when I'm like not working, um, and I'm really trying to work on my temper, I guess, or my I wouldn't say temper, I guess my attitude, especially towards like my mother and my family, because I have seen it where I snap, or and I've known, like, this is not new. Like this is something that I've had an issue with for the past couple of years. But I don't exactly know why I'm upset, like to that extent, to where I have to snap at a family member um the way I do. I mean, it's not like I have a spouse or something like that. But I guess there's probably just like a lot of pent up, rage and aggression that I probably need to let out. So, that's why I need to start playing more dance games, so I can kind of get the endorphins going, I guess, and just sweat out the anger, sweat out the hates or the distaste of things, I guess. I don't even know, honestly, because sometimes I don't even want to do it, honestly. Like I sometimes I just want to sell my the pad that I have here, and I just want to I don't know. I just don't. I mean, like I used to enjoy. I used to love playing and getting together with my friends back in the day and doing stuff like that. And now it's just like I feel like now it's just such a task even just to set it up at home and to play at home. But I mean, not to say that I won't do it, you know, because I still like playing and breaking a sweat. But anyways, guys, I feel like I think I'm just kind of rambling on, I guess. But I hope again that like I said, men's mental health awareness. I know it's Pride Month also, so Pride Month. Shout out to all of my followers that are in that in that category, right? I know I have a few that follow me that are in that category. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My dogs are going crazy. One second, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna go let him. Hey, hey, hey. Anywho, I'm kind of back, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there, guys. Again, Latrell, thanks again, man. Rhythm also, it looks like we only have about 5 people left, but I want to give everybody a shout out that was here. Krish, I'm not sure I'm not really too familiar with Krish. Andy Logan, man, thanks again for joining in. Michael C, Tech for Your Needs. I don't know if you're still there also. Tech for Your Needs is like an OG. Hopefully he's doing good also. I really haven't seen a lot of stuff on his channel. And the semifinal boss also, thank you for joining in as well. So again, guys, y'all have a good night. Thanks again for watching the stream. We'll see you soon. Okay.